What's good, guys? So last night I was hanging in my friend's High CHD's live, and he pulled up this video of this kid doing a review for the new Captain America Brave New World movie. And he goes by the name of Ranting Revenge. I've seen him around YouTube a couple of times. I don't really watch his videos. And after watching that video, I just thought how much of a disgrace that review is and how much a racist piece of shit that he was being during the video. Now, within the first 13 seconds of his review, he calls the movie woke. Now, I've seen Captain America Brave New World twice, and it's 100% not woke. You could use Joaquin Torres and Ruth as an example of woke because Joaquin Torres is Latino and Ruth is Israeli, but at that point, you're just reaching. He then starts his review by saying nobody really likes Sam Wilson, and he basically says they disrespect Steve Rogers the whole entire film. Number one, Sam Wilson is a pretty likable character amongst the MCU. Everybody seems to really like him. Now, if you were talking about Sam Wilson becoming Captain America, then yes, that is a controversial thing amongst the MCU. Most of the MCU likes it, most of the MCU don't, it's controversial. But when I say this, at no point in this movie did they disrespect Steve Rogers, not once. They barely mentioned Steve, and when they did, it was nothing but praise, so that's absolutely wrong. Then this guy proceeds to say how he's upset because Sam saved some Spanish hostages and Sam was able to speak Spanish automatically, and Steve Rogers wouldn't be able to do that or wouldn't do that, so that's why he's upset. He's basically saying that Marvel was basically saying Sam is more culturally diverse than Steve Rogers, when that's not the case at all. It just shows how prepared and well trained Sam is for these type of situations, because you never know when you're going to come across somebody who speaks a different language. And correct me if I'm wrong, Steve has done the same thing. So after about 5 minutes of him talking nonsense about how Sam will never be Steve Rogers and he needs super serum and all that, he says something really crazy.
So that would actually make sense. Instead we get Sam Wilson. He's literally the hero of the black people.
That right there told me everything I needed to know. He just doesn't know what he's talking about. He's talking directly out of his ass. Sam Wilson is not the hero of the black people. You can say that about Black Panther, Luke Cage, or even Black Lightning, but not Sam Wilson. First of all, Sam Wilson was never a hero or a symbol for black people. Yes, he was one of the first black people in mainstream comics, but he was never like a symbol or anything for black people. They never wrote Falcon like they did Black Panther and Luke Cage. But back on topic, then this guy seems to have a problem with the way Sam talks, talking about he doesn't want to hear black slang in his Marvel movies. Then he uses the term OG as black slang, which it isn't. It can be used as black slang because OG and black slang is original gangster, and non-slang wise is just original. So I'm not really sure what his problem is, to be honest. I low-key think this guy is trolling. I'm not really sure, but from the way it sounds, from my point of view, it sounds like he's trolling. Now, after all that mess, then this guy says that this movie is trying to be directly like The Winter Soldier. I would say you could see a few elements from The Winter Soldier, but besides that, no, it's its own movie. Then he proceeds to say something about Samuel L. Jackson's Nick Fury.
Like The Winter Soldier, although it is an amazing film, still had Samuel Jackson, not doing a bad performance or anything as Nick Fury, but he's not really Nick Fury because he is black.
Okay, that was low-key kind of funny. Like, I low-key chuckled a bit, but still, like, come on, bro. Come on. Yes, Nick Fury is white in the comics, and he is also black in recent comics, but Samuel Jackson did such a good job that they just decided to keep Nick Fury black in comics and in movies and stuff. And that's not his fault. Samuel Jackson is a really good actor. Like, you know what I mean? He's been in a lot of movies, so he knows what he's doing. So, W Samuel Jackson. Then this guy right here, this dude right here, he decides that he wants to call Joaquin Torres a random amigo.
Exactly copied into this film, where Falcon and some random amigo who nobody cares about.
Is this nigga serious?
Now, what possessed him to say that? I don't know. Now, my friend High CHD said it perfectly, what I think about him.
I want to feel bad for him, but I don't. I want it, because he knows what he's doing. I want to feel bad, but I don't.
Then he goes too far and calls Ruth an ugly Israeli woman. First of all, how dare you ranting for vengeance? How dare you? She is really gorgeous, so why would you say that? All jokes aside, but again, he just doesn't know what he's talking about. He then proceeds to call Anthony Mackie a retard because Anthony Mackie doesn't believe Captain America stands for America. And spoiler alert, he doesn't. And Chris Evans already went on Twitter and explained it and defended Anthony Mackie himself, but he stands for the ideas of America, not America itself. He then spends the rest of the video talking about how this is trash, how Sam Wilson is trash, how he likes white Captain America better. He does Daredevil. He says the comics are better. He disses Daredevil. He disses Batman, and that's it. To be honest with you, I feel like this is just rage bait, or he's just trolling. To be honest, I don't take this serious. I just feel like he's just honestly trolling. And regardless, this is terrible. Regardless, so hey, in my opinion, I really like Captain America: Brave New World. I really thought it was a good movie. I rated it 8 out of 10, and I recommend you go see it. But with that being said, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Let me know what you guys think about the video. Comment down your favorite part of the video. Like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.